एक तरफ भक्ति भाव का बोलबाला और इस तरह के पावन पर्वों के बीच में हम अपने भीतर शुद्धि और सकारात्मक भाव बढ़ाने की प्रेरणा पाते हैं, वहीं स्कैम समाप्त होते नहीं है। और हाल ही में एक बहुत बड़ा स्कैम जिसके बारे में ठीक ठीक समझना भी सबके लिए संभव न हुआ, नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज से चित्रा रामकृष्णन द्वारा ये कहना कि वो किसी हिमालय में बैठे हुए योगी से निर्देश प्राप्त करके अपनी कार्यवाही कर रही थी। क्या हुआ इस स्कैम में, उसके बारे में बहुत गहन अध्ययन करने वाले नई दिल्ली से कॉलमिस्ट और प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर सुधीर बिष्ट ने जो जानकारी दी वो प्रस्तुत है।
आफ्टर द मेजर हर्षद मेहता स्कैम in the 90s, it was felt that India cannot depend upon just one mega stock exchange. It needs to have a national stock exchange. So National Stock Exchange was born and in the late 90s, and National Stock Exchange actually, ironically, is a private limited company. I want to tell you, many people think National Stock Exchange is owned by the government of India. It's a private limited company. The ownership lies with key financial institutions who have in turn majority ownership with government of India, but it's a private limited company. Okay. So, and to oversee the stock exchange, there is something called SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. So NSE today is the largest stock exchange in India, and it is among the top 3 largest stock exchange in the world, 3 or 4. So first of all, we have to understand the magnitude of the institution we are talking about. What happened in around 2014 when Chitra Ramakrishnan, she had always been in National Stock Exchange from the days of inception, and she was elevated to the post of MD and CEO, and it was the chairman, and chairman's job is to do corporate governance. But I think the chairman was more worried about collecting his honorarium and going from, to Seychelles and here and there. So what Chitra, she was a very ambitious woman, and I am sticking my neck out to say that she is just the face of the scam. It goes deeper, and I'm a professor, I have done research. I have studied at least 2,000 reports, 2,000 pages of various reports. When the real villain will come out, of course, I cannot say it right now because it's an ongoing research. But what did she do? At that time, there is something called colocation. National Stock Exchange has servers, primary servers and secondary servers. So NSE came out with a policy that they will allow brokers to place their servers in the same place near the NSE. It is okay because you have to pay a price. Although there is a larger question that should you allow a broker with more money to have faster access? But it's an official policy. So servers were placed of the brokers in the National Stock Exchange near the NSE server. Now the scandal is that some servers, especially one server whose name is OPG or something, it was allowed faster, quicker, swifter access as compared to others. Now, what happens with brokers is they have got certain algorithms which they write, and whenever the market dips, they purchase. So this happens in a millisecond. So if you have slightest of advantage in terms of time to the excess, you can make pots of money. So it was a whistleblower, a middle class like Ashok Vyas, Sudhir Best and Govind Parekh, a middle class man who wrote a letter to SEBI. So he wrote this letter from Singapore saying that there is this scandal going on. SEBI kept quiet. He also wrote a letter to Sucheta Dalal, the girl who broke our sister, the lady who broke that Harshad Mehta scam. And she published it in the Money Life. Based upon that, NSE started an investigation, but NSE's MD, eventually she had to resign, and there was a minor fine which was imposed on Chitra Ramakrishnan. But then while this was being probed, it came to be known that there was a guy who was nobody, who was drawing a salary of 15 lakh per annum, called Arvind Subramanian. He was brought in at a salary of 1 lakh crore, from 15 lakh to 1 crore, and he was designated Group Operating Officer. Sucheta Dalal reported that in the National Stock Exchange, there was a lift which was for the exclusive use of Anand Subramanian, who was the General Operating Officer and advisor to Chitra and Chitra. they enjoyed unfettered, unparalleled powers. And mysteriously, there was an email which was coming from Yajur, from Rig Yajur Sama at outlook.com. There is a mail which Chitra is claiming was coming ostensibly from a yogi. See how these guys denigrated our holy people. I'm very hurt that she is bringing a holy man into this. There is no holy man. There was a probe which was done by Ernst and Young which proves conclusively that that holy man is Anand Subramanian. And the CBI also, it will be revealed in a day or two. There are 8 evidences which are published in New Indian Express. So I have read 20-page report of Ernst and Young and 32-page report of New Indian Express also. So one guy, Anand Subramanian, he has been arrested. Very soon, Chitra will be arrested. So you see how these people with a woman is such a sitting at a high place. It did not cause any loss to exchequer, but it made certain people rich. So if it made certain people rich, it must be making certain brokers poorer.